Hospice care is holistic end-of-life care. And so first and foremost, it focuses on comfort, on medical care. It also focuses on meeting psychosocial needs and also on doing whatever is necessary to help a person have peace in their final months.
We meet them where they are, and we provide care for them in whatever setting that we find them. There's a very special population of patient that often doesn't come to the forefront of people's minds when they think of hospice care. And that is the patient that has no family, really does not have any home, so to speak, does not have a conventional support system that we associate with patients that have actively involved families.
And so one of the things the hospice team tries to do is step in and try to be a relationship for them. And sometimes that happens through the social worker, sometimes through the nurse, sometimes through our volunteers.
I just like to know what have their interests been and how can we have a bridge maybe between lying in a bed in a nursing home and what they had or might have had and what I've had that blends with that and we can share. And so that's hospice to me. It's what I do with my patients.
I had a patient that I spent a lot of time with, and I wanted to make sure that those memories were in a safe place. I decided to make a story-catching CD. I made the CD so that the family could have something tangible after her death.
We delve into the life that they've had and try to honor that with them, to give them that comfort of mind, body, and spirit comfort. It's much more than just managing the symptoms.
The first time I met Harvey, I asked him if he had any important goals, and he said, if I could read and write, I would write a book about my life. I said, so is that an important goal? And he said, it's the most important goal.
Harvey was a caring man that always had something for somebody else when they needed it.
Harvey was wonderful, and he had a wonderful life, and he loved to talk about his life, and he loved to talk about the challenges of his life.
Every time I visited Harvey each week, he would tell me a little more of his story. I got it down, and then when it was time to put it all together, I realized the words alone were too much. So we found a volunteer who was an artist, and she started putting pictures to the words. And then we found a way to publish it and had a book, a finished book for Harvey.
I don't think Harvey's story is one most people would hear. It's a really heartbreaking story of his life, but it's the only place where it's told. If you can't read, you can look at the pictures and still know what the story is. And that was one of the reasons why I illustrated it instead of just writing it down.
When we read the book to Harvey, he was surprised. We were standing out in his porch, and when we finished the book, we looked at him and he had tears in his eyes.
It was something that Harvey had always worried about, was he was going to die and nobody would ever know who he was. And the book just put that all together. He was real excited about it.
And that's what our team does. They give witness to the lives of these folk that have been forgotten, that may have no one. They are able to touch those people in a way that they've maybe never, ever been touched before. To care in a way that perhaps no one has ever cared about them before. Because of whatever are the circumstances of their lives, they've been lost. And it's almost like when hospice comes in, they've been found. It's holy work. That's all I can tell you. It is holy.